Hello, hello. I see that the most devout have made an appearance this fine evening, as we've been very secretive with this particular event. There was very little information leaked, and I get some bad news, Pitar. It's really just all I'm going to do is I'm going to lance my eye, and that's what's going to happen. So it's going to be kind of gross. Hopefully, you guys are going to be able to handle that. Just kidding. We got something a little bit more interesting than that. We have a big kind of fun. This is the first time that this has been publicly unveiled, which is pretty cool. We have David. He's going to be coming on. And we have Andrew Kefalidis, who's also going to be coming on. And ironically and interestingly and pretty much fittingly, it was the three of us that kind of started this crazy little wheel in motion many moons ago. We were sitting in a restaurant/bar together, just talking about, like, wouldn't it be cool to do something at Agora Studio that I don't want to spoil it. So I'm going to bring on everybody, and then we'll kind of slowly feed you all in. All right, let's bring in David. Boink. Hello, David.
I was ready for the story, man.
You ready for the story? Oh, you were.
You started and then nothing.
You were getting excited about a story you already knew about, so that's
Exactly.
interesting. I must have been doing a pretty good job.
This is how good of a storyteller you are.
That's it.
I already know everything about it, and I was like, "Oh, that sounds amazing."
What's going to happen next?
Yeah.
All right, I could tell the Titanic story, and people would still be like, "Real? I don't know what's going to happen." All right, let's bring Andrew. Andrew, have you been on the stream before? I can't remember. I don't think so. Hello, Andrew.
Hello. Yeah, I have.
Hi.
I don't remember when, but I did.
Yeah, you guys did a Q&A together.
Oh, yeah. Yes, you're right. That's totally true.
Yeah, we built a little thing. Something.
That's right. We had it was a Q&A that kind of became like a fun little sort of like show and tell, quick little, here, look at what you can do really quickly in Unreal. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back on the stream. So here's the background on this thing. So like I was saying, this was years ago, and Agora Studio was very busy working on lots of VFX and just animation related projects. But David and I and Andrew were all working with the same company at the time. We were all working at IDOS, and it was just we did a lot of talking those days about, like, one thing that seems to, like, for one, we saw a trend happening in the industry where there was studios that were like looking for other studios that could help them prototype ideas, basically, was what we started to see. But it was being done very rarely. It wasn't, most people, like most of the companies, were just doing it all internally. IDOS, who's run by a pretty progressive thinker. His name's David Enfancy. I can never say his last name properly, but he is he's doing a little bit of that. He's working with, like, partners to try to, like, generate lots of really cool ideas instead of having just only a couple. All that you can handle is what's going on currently with the team you have internally. But anyways, one thing that Andrew and I always lament about is how teams usually suck at this, like, really badly. These teams always build these, like, these companies build these big teams with lots of people in them. And then the problem is, of course, is that they don't know what they're making yet. And then they're like, oh, well, we should probably hire more people because then it'll magically just materialize out of thin air because we have more people thinking about it. And that just makes it worse because now you have all these people just trying to stay busy, but no one really knows what they're making. So we started to talk about, like, maybe one day Agora could actually help in that space. But it was like, how do we even break into that space? And Andrew and I and David were just like, I guess we should just start making a game. That's essentially how it kind of went.
I think at the beginning was just like, there was many things, but on one side, okay, we're on those big AAA game Titanic that everything gets a little bit political just to have
Yeah.
permission to try this and that.
Yeah.
That would be great to have this little sandbox on the side that we can do like whatever we want and we have no one to answer to. At the same time, it was like, hey, what about we just start to prototype some gameplay and we just start to brainstorm some ideas and see where it goes. And I think at the beginning was just an idea of, okay, let's play around with a few weeks or a few months and see how it goes. And then I think maybe after one first brainstorm, we had a first idea
right away
that Andrew worked and built a little prototype. We're like, oh, that's pretty cool. It brought other ideas, and one thing led to another. You're like, okay, well, I guess that we're making a game now.
Yeah, exactly. And truthfully, where this has gone is definitely quite a ways from the original seed idea. But that's what good prototyping does and good brainstorming does. It starts you on a path, and that path, if you are open to it, to discover things as you go along the way, then really good ideas start to materialize because you're like, oh man, what if we did this? And then if you say yes enough times during those forks in the road and decide to just follow your heart down in a direction that sounds pretty exciting, then you're going to end up in a completely different place, but usually, hopefully, an exciting place. Now, just to fill in the info a little bit here, because David and I are common on, like, everyone pretty much knows who we are on stream now because we're on every week. Andrew was on the one time, but Andrew, just a little bit of background on Andrew. Andrew's a bit of a maverick in the Unreal community. He was our most senior tech animator over at IDOS on a project that I was the animation director on. And he's been kind of doing
now,
that.
Though. Can you?
It is. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, it was. Yeah. So the Guardians, the Galaxy game from IDOS Montreal was what we were all working. Well, David wasn't working on it. He was he essentially was the director for animation of the entire studio.
Yeah, I was busy shipping Tomb Raider.
That's right.
Then just leave for 4 months of sabbatical to get back my sanity.
Yeah, he was busy. He was busy being in a cave that was collapsing every single second. But eventually made it out alive, but maybe not all of his limbs intact. But the game did get out, and it was pretty well received, which is good. So Andrew, his play in this is essentially he's sort of the technical mastermind behind, like, well, okay, we have an idea, but someone's going to have to start trying stuff. So pretty much it started with Andrew, and then a bunch of other people at Agora Studio started jumping in. So what you're going to see tonight is the work of many people. Marco Fogli is one of them. We have also the work of Antoine Plante. He's also done a lot of work, but there's other people as well that have contributed over the months, and I guess it's been like over a year now. What has it been, like a couple years?
Oh shit! I mean, we've played with this like for 3 or 4 years now, but it's a side project that no one is. We have no deadline.
Yeah,
this is something we do on the
exactly.
side. So it means that, hey, let's do that. Oh, and we followed different rabbit hole to get where we are, and we met people like Dan Geese, for instance. That just kind of shifted a little bit. So in terms of character and story and design and all of that.
Exactly.
So there was a lot of different iteration, and I think it's going to take some time before it's done. But we get to a point that we have something that is pretty cool to play that lasts like 40 minutes if you're quite good at it. It probably takes me 2.5 hours with a lot of remote control thrown on the on the wall.
I don't know if we're gonna finish it today.
No,
that's Andrew saying that I'm too dumb to finish
it.
Today.
But I think that's the goal for today. Let's have an old person.
Hey now.
No, I'm stealing Andrew's thunder now.
Yeah, well, Andrew gets away with it, but you're way too close to my age for you to get away with it. So
I know. I'm barely there, but I'm just slightly looking from below.
True.
So.
It's true. I've got a few
You
more
should wait
hairs.
to see if Brent's actually worse than you at the game before you.
That's it. Wow, what a turn of events! Did you just kind of, in a weird way, defend me?
No, it wasn't.
I think you did. I think you did, Andrew.
I think I might be having a heart attack.
Well, let's not start this.
All right, so we are going to show you what's the game in its current state. It's all work in progress. As David said, this was never meant to be, it never started as something that we were building in an effort to, and I shouldn't say we, because I've literally spent 0 hours helping on this thing. I was only part of that first conversation many, many moons ago. But basically, it was never meant to be some sort of, like, the focus wasn't making a viable product. If that ends up materializing, great. But that wasn't the point. It was the journey more than it was the product. And it's like pretty much been a product of passion, or a project of passion for all the people who have contributed up to this point. So there you go. So let me boot it up, and we can all kind of laugh at me a little bit as I try to clumsily. So
I think it's worth mentioning that, Brent, you have not played.
I haven't.
For a while. So this is why, Andrew, of course, pretty much built the entire game. I played multiple demo in the past few months, but you're almost virgin to this, so it's going to be funny to see how you get yourself
it's
around.
True. The last time I played this was when it was in a VR build many months ago. It was actually at the Agora party that we had before the pandemic. So yeah, that gives you an idea how long it's been. I've seen presentations of it. Andrew showed me lots of things. Like every once in a while, he's come up with some pretty cool discoveries. Like, you need to check this out, and I watch him demo it, but I haven't actually played the build. It's the first time in a long time.
So I see Joe Animate is asking, when will we be able to have a little play? We would like to share the build pretty soon with everyone from Agora.Community to have your feedback. So spoiler alert, if you don't want to look Brent try to get through it, now is the time to log out and go do something else.
That's it. Spoiler alert. Yeah, exactly. Now, but we lose all of our audience. Way to go, David. But poof, smoke bomb. Another thing too, just to note, is we have some other plans for this because it's been such a kind of a passion project, and because it's, because we're unveiling it to everybody right now, we have plans to use it as an educational tool as well. Basically, what we were hoping to do, and people have heard me talk about this a long time ago, where I thought it would be really cool to sort of kind of do such a remake of a simple game and kind of build it up as kind of a community project where people can learn from. But then it's like, we have this game that's like owned by Agora Studio because it's all being developed internally. We could do that as well. So the idea would be to bring in some guest stars that are like game directors and game designers, and they can talk about, they can assess the game and give us some advice. We can all learn from it, and then we can continue moving forward, and the community learns at the same time. There's even the possibility of maybe finding a way of getting the community to be involved a little bit, if people wanted to help out here and there. So basically, this is the first unveiling. We're hoping that we can do lots of things with this down the road. And so yeah, we're excited you're here to take a look at it with us. All right, here it goes. Let me just share my screen. Everyone's like, just shut up and show us the friggin' game. Okay, I just need to think hopefully it's not going to suck too bad for, maybe I should share the window. Is that going to be better? It's not going to give me audio if I do that though. Yeah. Let me try the screen.
There is audio, but there's some glitches right now that might be aggressive to the ears.
Oh, okay. Well, then I won't do that. I'll just share the window. Let me just launch it first, and then I should be able to share the window.
I bet you it's not going to work. It's for sure not going to work.
The window?
The game. It's how it is, right?
Oh boy.
We're showing people it's going to break.
Oh, are you nervous right now because you think it might not run?
No, it's going to drive me nuts watching you play.
Oh boy.
I'm wondering if he's going to run into the same amazing bug that I had. It was pretty epic.
Okay,
we'll find out.
Let's see how I'm going to lose, because I think it's in full screen mode. I don't know if I can change that. I'm going to lose my mouse every once in a while, so I won't be able to respond to people in chat. So let me know in chat how the screen, the frame rate is. Well, obviously it's not happening right now, but
it's 1.
Its frame rate is nominal. Okay, let's just see. Is this a better layout like this, you think, or do you prefer with us at the side?
I like the bottom.
Yeah. Okay. You like the bottom, Andrew? Mm-hmm. So she said. Just kidding. Okay, so let's just see if it goes.
Are you using a controller or mouse?
Controller? Is that the choice of the, or should I use mouse and keyboard?
Oh, okay. I found the first issue. You're playing on your ultra wide, right?
Oh yeah, I am. Why,
okay, it's not locked to your resolution, so we can see the menu on the left side.
Yes, is that okay?
Well, I don't care. It's just something I'll have to fix.
Okay, there you go.
So there we go. We shouldn't be able to see the.
Welcome to game development, kids.
This is
So this is good. We have Andrew that's going to fix the game as you're.
Yeah. I'm taking notes right now.
The truth that here now you're starting to see the truth behind this whole stream is that it's just a motivation to play it, and so that we can actually discover all the problems. It's like the first time we've ever played it.
So,
okay.
Brent, I actually prefer remote control, but it's totally your choice.
Okay. Did you call it a remote control? What are you, like 90
I
years
did.
old?
I'm.
I am. Okay, so basically, I'm going to just I haven't ever played it, so I'm just going to try to figure it out as I go. Do you guys hear the audio, by the way?
Nope.
Oh no, that's right, because I'm doing the window. But is the screen rate okay, or is it a slideshow?
But Andrew, the sound for me was fine when I played it.
Okay, do you want to? We can try to get it.
Yeah. Let's put the sound in if it's annoying.
You want me to put the sound on? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. Let's see how it goes. Sorry, everybody. I just have to stop sharing, and I need to share with full screen so I can get the audio.
I apologize. I never assumed somebody with an ultra wide would play this game.
Well, yeah.
Us regular people can't afford those.
Yeah. Once you go wide, baby, there's no going back. Let me tell you. Okay, so let's see if the frame rate's still okay.
Pretty good.
It's actually better.
Yep.
Interesting. And you can hear the audio?
Yep.
Yay. Okay, good. So I'm able to just run around right now. I'm hitting the A button for the jumping. I can't make this jump anymore because that's by design, I guess. And I have these two boxes. Let's play. I'll play a little bit dumb right now and just sort of take a little look around, and I can see right away.
You're gonna pretend to be dumb.
Yeah, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try really hard to pretend because it's a stretch for me because I'm so intelligent.
Good.
This is obviously the first challenge, as I can see. Masterful level
It's
design.
going to be much more fun for us to make fun of you if you don't pretend to be dumb. So
yeah. Yes, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Right. I'm making it easy for you. That's exactly the whole point. So I need to find out what the button is. I was hasty and I didn't memorize the actual config. I think I hit a space bar or backspace or something. Backspace for menu. Look at that. Oh, except I can't. I got to refocus over here. There we go.
Andrew, I don't think it's going to make it in an hour.
It's going to be a long stream.
Prepare thyself. Okay, so we have left trigger. Okay, how do I get back to space to resume? Okay. Left trigger. Ooh, look at that. So I'm able to grab this box, move it around. I'm going to push this one. Ugh. I should be like a streamer, man. I'm so awesome.
Isn't that technically what you are right now?
I guess so. I mean, like one of those pro streamers, though. You know, pro gamers.
True.
I don't even know how to say it properly.
Technically, you're not paid, so you're not a pro.
Ooh, wow. That's epic. Nice work. I really liked that animation of him sliding. That was pretty dope.
That's not that.
Yeah, Anthony did all the character animations. He's actually diving into the animation blueprint. He set up a lot of those graphs now.
He's unstoppable. So, fun fact, Anthony is a friend of David and I's from way back in the day. And David actually worked with him over at DreamWorks. So he's a DreamWorks expat who actually worked with us for a while on Guardians, actually, over at IDOS. And he's one of the main contributors to this. He's actually the only, I guess, person. Well, Marco's doing some animation too, I guess.
No.
So is he more like kind of thinking about game design and level design? Is that what he's been doing?
Level design.
Yep.
Oh, okay, cool. Wow, nice. Marco's also a very talented animator, but he has. Okay, so I'm too dumb, obviously, already. So let's see here. Can I grab something? Jesus.
Try your. Wait,
there's
let me know
buttons
when
I
you need a
haven't tried
hint.
yet.
I'm not going to tell you anything. Just let me know when you need a hint.
Okay, so right, because I can. Okay, so I remember. Let's take a look at the control fig again. So we have some stuff down at the bottom. So this time control, this is a big element of the game. Basically, I mean, obviously this is just a build. It's not a tutorialized or anything like that. So I'm going to kind of try to be a tutorial for everybody so they understand what they're looking at. And I only know this not because I played it, because I remember the original intent of the game. So basically, well, that's actually not coming from the original. It's one of the big first discoveries that Andrew came up with when playing around with some ideas. So basically, I'm able to select objects in the game with the right stick and the right trigger. And I can highlight them and click the stick, and then that sort of freezes the object, but then I can play with time. It allows me to like rewind time or set keyframes, I guess. Basically, that bridge fell. So now I should be able to go in there and manipulate the time of that whole thing. So let's see if I'm too far off. So the right stick. control object, right stick, set keyframe, right bumper tap, and delete keyframe bumper. Okay. I'm trying to do something. I'm holding it, and I'm using the right stick, but I don't see anything actually happen. I can't. It's not letting me move it, so it's obviously not. I'm too dumb to figure that out. Let's see. Is it? You want to give me a hint?
Yeah.
Are you triggering left or right now?
I'm right trigger, and I can hear the sound effect. I know I'm engaging with this object.
But you're going on the left direction or the right direction?
All the directions. I'm using the whole stick. I'm trying to find if it's
hold it to the left.
Yeah, hold it to the left.
You see how it's slightly bouncing a little bit?
Oh, there. Oh, it's a bit too. Okay, got it. Whoa.
Yeah, it launches you sometimes.
Holy cow.
Ignore that.
Okay, so if I let go of that stick, I think it's going to fall again, right? Oh, that's so cool. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do, I have to set a keyframe. So let's do that again. It's a little, that delay is what's, what's, I got to get on there.
We need to find a formula for like the best way to set up an action that can be rewound.
Yeah.
There's too much settle on this one.
Yeah, so I'm left kind of wondering, am I doing it right?
That was the same thing for me. There are so many times I was like, okay, hold it. I was like, oh, now it's finally moving.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think I set a keyframe, but I don't see any indication that I did that.
Okay,
it's the right bumper, right?
Yep.
So,
and then if you release... actually, I think at this point you can't set the keyframe yet. I don't even know.
Oh, okay.
I built everything and I don't even know.
But Brent, you don't have to.
No, I'm not going to. I just wanted to play with it. So, because as I'm doing this, as you can see, I'm still able to use the left stick to move around and navigate and jump and everything. So as long as I'm holding down that right trigger, I'm able to like do what I want as far as time is concerned. So I just repair it and then get my ass off the bridge.
And that's it. Cool. That's the game. It's a bridge builder too.
You thought it was going to take an hour for me to figure this one bridge out? Man, oh man.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. So, would you call it bridge builder? What? More like bridge repair. Too. Okay, so now what? What do you got in store for me now? Going up some.
We just added ladders. That's the most recent feature.
Oh, hey, you have like little mantles too, huh? That's cool.
Yep.
Look at you guys. Okay.
We have all the basics of a platformer.
Yeah, it's good. I'm just taking a little tour. Oh, a nice little dive, a little roll there. I guess that only happens when you drop from a big distance up.
Mm-hmm. And you notice the audio. Cammy's been playing around with the audio. It's like his first project in Unreal, but he's got the reverb when you walk into this area. If you go out to the other zone, you'll hear the footsteps are flat, but when you go into here, they echo.
Oh yeah, it's cool. It definitely feels cavernous right now.
Yeah, I'm excited for a good polish pass on the audio.
Oh, jeez.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is going to take you a while. I recently redid this one, and I feel like I kind of jumped up the difficulty.
You cranked the difficulty?
Yeah.
Before or after you knew I was going to be playing it?
Before. I would have made it a lot easier for you.
Thanks, Andrew. Okay.
And
I gotta say, Andrew, even if I know this puzzle, I'm still struggling each time.
Yeah.
It's a pretty...
Oh.
It's not that easy.
So there's one thing we really need to get good at is giving hints like in the environment. Like what button affects which door, where do I have to go?
Jesus.
So there's a whole visual pass that we need to get better at doing.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there's something, Andrew, that we mentioned initially that I think it was for this one. The progression is pretty steep when you get to this one, and I think that it's still the case because when you figure out this one, I don't want to say the others are easy, but you kind of figure out what is the main idea of the of those puzzles. But this one can take a while to figure out.
Okay, so I need to get this across, obviously, because I need to be able to get up over here. So I know what I need to do. I just have trying to figure out how to I need to get it across here because if I put it on there, it wants to fall down. So I need to figure out, and if I put it over here, that's not helpful. Not currently anyways, because it's... Oh! Wait a minute, hold on. Oh! Oh, man. Okay, okay, because when I do this... Ah, okay, and then I do this. Okay, I get it. Whoa. The problem is if you're stupid like me and you try lots of different things, that rewind buffer is kind of long with a bunch of stupid bad decisions, and you have to like fight through it. Okay.
Speaking of, you can now select yourself, eh?
Whoa, it's slippery?
Oh, that's a bug. Ignore that.
Oh, okay. What were you saying? Speaking of what?
Select yourself.
Select yourself.
Oh my goodness.
And rewind yourself.
That's so cool.
More than that. Come on.
Keep going. So we don't have audio for the global rewind, we call it. Keep going. You can literally go all the way back to spawn this way.
No way.
So that's one we started to realize that there are so many elements that people will screw themselves. They're going to paint themselves in a corner. How do you deal with that? We don't want them to die.
Yeah.
So well, how about you can do the same but on yourself? So wherever you are, however badly you screwed up, you can just rewind yourself and everything is going to
I would imagine that should be like a button almost, like a button that just does like an automatic, like just reset the level, It's like you got some sort of big rewind button that just starts the whole thing over again. Okay, so I need this one down here so that I can... Oh my. Okay.
So Andrew, we have a question in the chat about designing puzzles for this game. I mean, I think you're going to be the first to admit that you're not a professional level designer, but what is your inspiration, or do you have a method when you're trying to build the level for this game?
So I thought I did. I've tried like 4 different ways, but I found the one that worked for me was pick 1 or 2 mechanics, pick an objective, and then pick the number of steps that you expect them to use in the puzzle. And obviously, my first puzzle is not elegant at all, so it's not perfect, but I feel like that's the closest I've come to actually having a system for designing something. But it's really an art form that I cannot wrap my head around.
Level design?
Puzzle design specifically.
Oh yeah, it's really hard to find good designers that are really good at it too, because there's a concept of that people call elegant game design, because I mean otherwise it just feels really like lock and key, but like it takes a special mind to come up with a system that feels very elegant and you feel like super smart when you figure stuff out, but yet it needs to be just challenging enough.
Mm-hmm. And unfortunately this is a puzzle game mainly, and that's the one expertise we couldn't really find yet, so it's not ideal, but at least we're learning what we don't know.
Oh my god.
Let me know when you need help.
Yeah, I might need to ask for help very soon. Anybody got ideas in chat? I don't want to ask Andrew for help. I got my pride will take too much of a hit.
Can't believe you still have pride.
I know. I tried to burn it off of my out of my ego a long time ago. It didn't work.
I'm pretty sure you noticed there's a box up there, right?
Yeah, but I mean, what good is that doing me if I can't get up there?
I don't know.
Oh, what opened this? This was open at some point, huh?
Yeah.
Is it this? Oh, is it really? Is it this? No. I think I screwed myself.
No.
No? Did anybody have any? Nobody's helping me out. Thanks a lot, chat.
You're on your own.
Yeah.
Just take a shot every time he misses something obvious.
Take a shot. Oh God, I'd be so drunk. Okay.
But Brent, you make me feel so good inside.
You're welcome.
Because I'm like,
You're
all
welcome.
right, I'm not an idiot.
Yeah, I know. It's not obvious. I mean, without a tutorial that kind of teaches me how I can, use a lot of these things, I think that's probably the problem. As I just don't have enough of an imagination to figure it out. Because I get that I need to be I need to get up here, right? And so it would be nice if I had a box here, but I wasn't able to make that jump. I thought I could I thought I was on the right path when I was riding it up and I could jump across, but nope. But obviously this box is there for a reason, so I don't know.
Yeah.
And what about the first box?
This one here?
Yeah.
Go get it, I guess, huh? See if I can.
So, Andrew, I remember I made a suggestion of putting this puzzle away.
Yep.
And I will stand by this suggestion that has not been implemented.
Oh, it's modular. We can definitely rip it out and move it up.
Yep. Because to me, and again, maybe it's just me, but I genuinely felt it was one of the most difficult puzzles. Only because at that point, you don't really know much about it.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, that'll do it. By the way, I'm a big fan of it's. I love the fact that my brain needs to deal with both sticks and both triggers to fully maximize. Like I was right there, I was holding time, but I was then navigating. Trigger. Yeah, so cool.
That's the double trigger, and we need to do way more of it than we have now.
I want to get
right
that
now,
over there.
I still feel that it's driven a lot by puzzle. Which is great, but it's very cerebral. You spend most of your time thinking, and not a lot of time of trying to hit the right timing with both of the joystick, which is super satisfying when you're able to nail down.
I think I screwed myself, Andrew, because this box was over here, wasn't it? On this side, until I effed it up.
You're good to go. You just got to get to the top floor.
Yeah, I know, but don't I need both boxes to be able to do that?
You can already get to the top floor. Look to your left.
Oh, it opened up already over there?
Yeah, because you removed... So that box that you're controlling now was on the trigger that was closing.
Oh, I didn't notice.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Stupid.
See, that's the other thing, though. It's not necessarily that you're dumb, or it might not be. We might need to, pull out we got to pull out the camera, give more visual clues that... Oh, just rewind yourself.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll just have to pay penance to the fact that I... Okay. Oh, no, this. This is where it gets pretty cool, because you can just... Oh, I guess I just have to move it? But how come I can't jump over it?
So I had to disable the climb up on this box, because you'd be going through the ceiling.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Got it. Is Chad still here, or did they fall asleep? They're still here. I wouldn't blame you, Chad. I wouldn't blame you. Oh. Okay, now I'm really confused. You're saying sorry,
Yeah, that's not a puzzle. It looks nice.
It's pretty cool. You were saying that it might not be me being completely dumb. It just might be that the feedback might not be there entirely yet. Yeah. I think it's maybe a little bit of both. Okay. I like his red eyes. That's freaking kind of creepy. Oh, wow. There's so many different animations for the different locomotion sets. That's so cool.
It's actually pretty light. It's just the data that Tonin generated is so beautiful that you expect it's like a really heavy system, but it's...
I'm mesmerized by it.
Yeah, it's really simple.
Uh-oh.
So this was, we were going to put like a little Easter egg here, but there's actually nothing on that side. So just to save you a bit of time, you don't have to go over there.
Oh, I don't? Oh, okay.
No. It's just to give a sense that you can explore in the final product, but there's no reason to.
Okay, got it.
And something that we didn't mention for anyone, if it was not obvious, there's no level art. This is what we call glorified gray box. It's just for the purpose of testing the game. we already probably next week we can share some of the artwork that is showing what it's aiming to look at.
We have to, because that work is so awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel's stuff is crazy. You were saying, Andrew, like, so those keyframes, they don't work, huh? Is that what you're saying? Not yet? It's not in the build right now? Is that what?
If it was either you were pressing the wrong button or they were disabled at that point in the map. But the keyframes do work.
Yeah, right bumper. I was hitting the right thing. Okay. Oh boy, here we go.
So this is another one that I overhauled recently. So even if you have seen it,
it would be fresh and new and
yeah.
difficult. I think it's interesting because like often it's like just a matter of like grabbing things and rewinding them so you can see what happened before, so that you can sort of see the before version of the level, and then you're kind of dabbling in sort of two time dimensions in order to solve the puzzle.
Yeah, at some point we started to go crazy with the brainstorm. And what if you have those giant creature that you can rewind them so they go back into their tiny, little creature that you can move around, and then you put in front of the other creature, then you fast forward time, and then it's going to eat it up and break the wall, so you can.
Are you saying that you condone like monster fetus killing? Is that what you're trying to say? Because yes. I don't know if I'm into that. Monster fetuses. David doesn't even know what to even say to that. It's like, I'm just going to ignore.
Oh, Andrew already said yes, so I was like, well.
Oh,
yeah, stamp of approval.
Hey, I guess that works. Okay, I'm stuck. I don't even know what the hell I'm doing. I don't even know. I see no obvious. Oh, I stand corrected.
So I'll give you a hint on this one because it's the first time you're seeing it. That's a lever on the wall.
Yeah.
And you can interact with it.
Okay. Okay. Obviously not. It's not obvious how to interact with it, but. Oh.
Yeah, you don't have to hold those.
Do I need to grab it somehow? Because I ran at it and nothing happened.
I think that right now you can, with what you did, you can figure out what needs to be done.
Yeah, you have to hold on to that lever.
Yeah, but
it's on the wall.
Yeah, but
and
okay, yeah. But like, hold on to it how? Like, I don't understand. He's not grabbing it. I don't have a button that grabs levers, so.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying it would have been nice if we had introduced a lever on the ground earlier so that you know that you can. And that's one of those things you learn in hindsight.
Okay. The other thing, Andrew, I don't know if it's obvious. I'm wondering if it's obvious for people that whatever is colored, you can manipulate with time.
Oh, he figured it out.
There we go. Andrew, we have a question in chat. I don't know if you do you see it?
Is it the what stage in the process you start bringing in animations?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So you get the model in there first and get the speed and jumping correct before bringing in the anim. So actually, in our case, it was a bit later. I used a lot of temporary animations. At first, we just plugged in animations that looked appropriate for what the action was. But in our case, our character is code-driven. So it doesn't matter what animation we plug in for the jump, for example, he'll always behave the same way. So in our case, getting the speed and the jumping correct first was important, and then Antoine animated relative to that. But if we had gone the other way where the jumping was driven by the animation, then we would have to have gotten that done first. So it really depends on the type of game you're making and what system you're going with. But in our case, the character and animations were brought in pretty late. We're still pretty early.
Am I missing something? Like, I got over here, but now I don't.
You're definitely missing something.
Yep.
Okay, but like not obvious. Like it look.
Don't be defensive, Brent. It's
well, okay. I'm just saying. It's like if there's obviously something that was happening off camera, I guess. Like I used the lever as per instructed. Let me try it again and see if maybe I missed something on a level of what I can do with that lever. So I'm pushing up, but.
So there's a reason why that little bridge there, you have to lift it.
You have to lift what little bridge?
The one on the right side at the top.
Yeah.
So
okay.
you basically you have to get the cart
Yeah.
to the right.
Yeah, okay. That's what I figured. Like, so, oh, the car's going to break through the wall over there. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, so again, this is a situation where the environment wasn't exactly telling you what you needed to do.
Yeah, no, I get it.
But so far, there's not been many glitches.
Oh, man, my brain.
Yeah.
It's crazy how having to deal with those two dimensions at the same time it tickles my brain in a really good way. And it makes me feel like, yeah, man, I got this. Actually, you're making an old dumb guy feel a little bit smart right now, Andrew. Nice job. I thought it was impossible.
As long as you're having fun.
It's gonna crash through this? What's happening?
You gotta climb up.
Oh, Jesus. Oh my God.
All right, you broke it.
There, I'm good. We're good. Oh, jeez. Oh,
So
don't
writing
line on my head.
that down.
What's up with that animation, Andrew, of those things staying in the air? Is that a
So,
bug?
no, this was my first. I didn't put any polish into this section here. What was important was getting the pieces where they had to be when they needed to be for the jumping. So this is more of a jumping puzzle section, and I didn't go back and make it pretty. So that's not supposed to throw you.
Oof.
Pretty good.
Whoa.
So,
Jesus. You gonna blame that one on me, Andrew?
no. I'll call it out. When it's your fault, I'll call it out.
Okay, that's great.
So the intention here was that you had to rewind it and jump at the right time along its timeline.
Oh boy. Ooh. That was interesting.
Almost. Ooh. Very good.
All right, you made it. Yeah, I know.
I was really stressed. Yeah, it's almost like this puzzle should have been earlier, so that you give me access to this switch, so you introduce as an ingredient earlier, so I get an idea. Oh, okay, so this is a switch. I can use switches, and I do that by left clicking. I don't have to worry about how do I get to the switch. It's just like, there it is. Play with it, learn the switch, and then now the next layer is, oh, okay, now find a creative way to get to the switch. I need that box. Feel it in my bones.
Is it that obvious? We should put elevator music here.
That's a good idea. Girl from Ipanema? Oh. 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 It was way easier than that. What?
Oh, invisible wall.
No, it's
Oh,
the
that's
climbing bug.
a bug.
Oh, man. Okay. Sometimes when you do a climb up, it locks you in the location of the climb.
That's exactly what
Okay,
happened.
now
Okay.
Brent, rewind yourself.
That's what I'm doing.
Go
I'm
into
on
the
it.
amazing bug that I witnessed.
Oh,
There
boy.
we go.
Oh, that's
There it is. Continue.
So every frame it tries to bring you back to that location.
Yeah.
It's trying
and-
really hard. Yeah.
Just continue until the elevator goes back down. All right. Now you're in the air. You can stop and you can turn around. Yeah. That's the stuff.
That's art. That's gonna be a speedrunning
I like it.
strat, I'm sure.
I like it. So is there a way of un-effing myself right now, do you think, or?
Yeah, click I think 4 on your keyboard.
4.
It looks like rotoscope, like the old school.
Okay, what did 4 just do?
So 1 to 10 on your keyboard brings you to the different sections.
Oh, I see that over there now. Okay.
Yeah, so you're just gonna have to quickly go through here. Actually 5. Try 5. There you go.
Okay.
At least we know that works.
Give me a box. Not sure why I need that box yet, but I guess I'm gonna figure that out.
See, that's another thing. We left tools for a puzzle that you haven't even seen yet, which is not a good idea.
Yeah.
My original thought was that the player would go all the way up there and see at the end that they needed that box, but I'm just making them backtrack for absolutely no reason, which is also a bad idea.
Also kind of maybe annoying.
Yeah.
If you have to backtrack that much when there's too many things you got to do to.
That's why your first guest should be a actual level designer / puzzle designer.
Yeah.
Go through and fix everything.
Okay, cool. I'm not stuck in that thing anymore. I don't know why it worked this time, but okay, but I need to get that box.
And by
don't I?
10 I meant 0 on the like 1 to 0.
Oh, I need the box for that.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so how do I get you, box? How do I get you? Because I need to get you out of there. Ah, yes, of course. Oh, that's so clever.
I'm super impressed that it didn't take you that long.
The problem is, though, I need to be on that box, don't I?
No, just release it. So we're going to have a little door on the top of the elevator that opens up and closes when the box passes through it.
Oh, okay.
So you can just let go of that one and it'll...
Ah, okay. All right.
Yeah. Because we couldn't decide whether or not, when you're time controlling something, if it can penetrate other objects.
That's it. Like, because for me, there was no visual language to tell me that that was what was going to happen. I had no way of predicting that. Oh, because I thought, well, there's a fucking hole there. It's going to fly right through, land right back on the platform again.
Exactly.
Okay.
So just to answer to Yumi, I. Sorry, I'm really pronouncing your,
I don't think I'd be able to do a better job,
that
David.
name. Actually, so in terms of falling into lava, one of the things that we've decided for this game, you cannot die. There's no situation where you're going to die. The only thing that you can be stuck and be like, okay, what do I do now? You don't find any exit, and you're like, well, I think I'm stuck, so I'm going to remind myself to get out of there.
Yeah. The worst
And the reason why you cannot die is a secret that will reveal another time.
It's part of the lore.
I want to pick up this dumbbell and I want to throw it at you, Andrew.
Pick up a dumbbell?
Yeah, I guess it's more of like, yeah. I guess it's more of a, whoa. What? What is this?
That's yeah, it's a visual thing I was playing around with.
That's cool.
And it fits into the lore that we're not disclosing right now.
Okay.
But the idea is that it's just something is growing along the path that you're touching.
That's cool. Feels very interesting. I like these little transitional moments where you're just sort of having open, like it's just a free exploration, just to kind of give you some sort of atmospheric. I mean, those would be really good opportunities to give some like environmental storytelling, obviously.
Mm-hmm. And that's one thing that we struggled with for this in particular, because we didn't yet have the art. So without art, finding an excuse to have big open or long sections of just walking doesn't work. But once we get the art plugged in there, then we're going to feel like we're missing those sections. So it's kind of a chicken before the egg sort of thing.
Right.
Huh.
Is this broken or?
Not necessarily, but you shouldn't be able to do that.
Okay. Shouldn't be able to get on it or get up in here, you mean?
Yep.
Okay.
So this one's my favorite puzzle.
Oh, there it is. It didn't go down the first time. Okay, interesting. This is your favorite puzzle?
Yep.
Okay. What opened there? Okay, that just drops. Oh, okay, I see. Guess I need to grab this box over here. I'm gonna need this box over here too, aren't I? Oh. Where's my exit?
So that's
Really?
another section where we probably could have been a bit more obvious, but the roof, the ceiling above you is an elevator that comes down.
Oh yeah, like it's almost like you need some sort of visual language to always sort of indicate like color or something like that brings my eye there. So I'm like, okay, some shit, or if some sort of mechanism, it gives me some sort of foreshadowing. But I don't see any obvious way of. I haven't seen any elevator yet either. Like, so it almost feels like you need to have a way of previewing that there is something up there like that. Oh, whoa.
Oh.
Like what? Was there a switch that I missed?
Yes, the top floor has a button as well.
Did I
So
just
basically,
notice?
there's 3 buttons on the 3 floors in the same spot, and you need to put a box in each of them. So that's a button.
Oh, I need to get one up here.
Yeah.
Oh. But
So another section, maybe we could have put the camera a bit higher so you can see the tops of the floor.
I don't understand, because this one I thought was in there, and I can't get it all the way back anymore. Like
No.
the rewind is like no longer going to go down in that hole, which doesn't make any sense because it used to
Well,
be.
if you bring it back sooner than when you had left it and you release it, you've basically created a new timeline for it, right?
Oh, okay. Oh God, Jesus! Like multiple timeline dimensions now.
So that's another thing we have to worry about when making the puzzles is we can't have the solution be in like the future of the object if you rewind it all the way back, if that makes sense.
So the only way to fix myself right now, I guess, because I need this in here. That means I have to rewind myself. Is that the only way I'm going to be able to fix it?
No, so the bottom one there, I misspoke. You needed to have it in there to get up, but now that you're up on this layer, you're fine. You can,
okay.
You can
Okay.
go from here.
Okay. So I got to grab this one. Bring it over here. I gotcha. I gotcha now. Oh, that's so cool.
There we go.
Done.
That's cool. I'm really digging this.
So Andrew, we have a question in the chat. Are you a programmer? How Andrew, how can you build a game if you're not a programmer?
So I'm about as smart as I look. Definitely not a programmer. This is all done using blueprints.
Hey, what does
is
that
the
mean?
Only reason why.
You seem like a very smart looking lad. I don't know what that's all about.
What's a blueprint for the 90% of those in chat that are like, wait, what? A blue what?
So the magic of Unreal, and I'll make this quick because this is actually a difficult moment that Brent's not going to figure out. The beauty of Unreal is it's got something called a visual scripting language, where it's basically a grid or a graph that you can drag and drop prefabricated code that you just link together. So it's a way for non-programmers to program, essentially. And one of the draws of this project is we're going to try to do the entire thing in Blueprint only. So not a single line of code unless we absolutely have to. And yeah, so definitely not a programmer, but Blueprints teach you enough about programming to know how to talk to programmers if you need to. It's like a gateway drug to programming.
Get it. Try pushing the box while holding it in rewind.
So this is where we first
There we
introduced
go.
Oh fuck. Okay, I
the
see.
timeline.
I broke it though. Oh, there we go. I fixed that stuff. So what I want to do is I want to go.
So this is another one where the tutorial is non-existent for this feature, and it's kind of a big feature. But basically, as long as you're rewinding an object or holding it in time, you can then move it, and you're adding like an offset to the timeline of that object.
That's pretty cool.
So that's one way you could have solved it, but it wasn't the right way.
Hold on. Did I or did I not solve it, Mr.
That's what I said. It
Capaldi?
was one way. One way you solved it.
It was not the elegant way.
Yeah. Not the way he wanted me to solve it, I think is really what he meant to say.
It's all right. The next one you're gonna have to do it the proper way.
Mm.
Also, you can rewind that box you're standing on. It's just miscolored.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it should be brown like everything else, but
This
That's
is
the
why it's pretty convenient to have the the one who basically built the game to be there.
Yeah. Oh my God, I would have been so stuck there. I'd have been like, hey, why is your stupid colors lying to me?
It's like having your Nintendo Power beside you.
yeah, the Game Genie.
I like this. So what I'm just using the right stick by itself, and it allows me to kind of look around. It gives me sort of the ability to, hey, what the hell?
Don't break it.
Things away.
Don't touch that. Oh, come on. Don't touch that.
He told you not to break it.
He told me as I was clicking the button. Come
Okay,
on,
I'm writing that down.
If something highlights with my cute little mouse or my little yeah, if
You're going to click on it, right?
I will click on it. Yeah, exactly. If something lights up, it's gonna get clicked on. Okay, what do I need to do here? Clearly, I need to. Oh man, we're already at time. That didn't take long.
We're definitely going to. Would you say, Andrew, that he's at midpoint? of the
I
demo?
think it'd be about halfway. But honestly, I think at the end of this section here, we should probably call it.
Yeah,
because
for sure.
The next section is much less refined, and you're already breaking stuff.
Okay.
So we want to make sure it's.
So that's going to give you at least a week to.
Yeah. We'll have a
fix
sequel.
everything.
I don't see. Oh, I need to use that offset again, don't I?
Yeah.
And I got stuck with the jump bug. I guess I have to restart.
Yep. I think this is section 8 or 7.
Oh,
No.
7, I guess. I like his little spawn animation.
And one thing I'm noticing too is when you force the sections, it doesn't fix the camera to that section. So the camera in here is a little bit more zoomed in. Oh, okay.
No, it's not
It
letting me
also
do it.
it also didn't trigger your abilities again. So if you're
Didn't trigger my abilities again? What do you mean?
so there's checkboxes that they're invisible when you pass through. It will turn on and off certain abilities for like. the
So
progression.
that's why I can't do this right now. Got it.
Yeah. So you can't do it.
Okay. Well, maybe now's a good time to call it.
Yeah.
We're at time anyways. So very, very cool. I mean, I'm looking forward to people getting a chance to experience this for themselves because it's one thing to watch it because it seems like a very simple game, but I'm telling you, your brain trying to solve those like playing around with those dimensions, that added feature that just got added there, the idea of offsetting things just totally adds a whole other dimension to everything. But it's like, I feel like I almost feel like levels, we should focus on trying to do some just tutorial levels, just to sort of, because I think this is such a complicated gameplay. There's some very complicated mechanics in here that are cool because they can be. I like the fact that maybe you can have multiple ways of solving a problem. I think are really cool. But I think we just need to make sure that we know how to communicate these things to the player.
Mm-hmm.
I think just by going through that exercise and then playtesting it would be very revealing on how we need to communicate those things.
Oh yeah.
It's very cool though.
But what's
I don't
cool
hate
to
it.
me is there was like one bug and it was the climb up one.
Yeah, that's it. That was the only. And this one, I guess, the fact that it's not giving me back my abilities when I use the sections.
That's not really a bug. That's more of a feature that I didn't realize I built that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll just call it that.
To fix that,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a feature.
Yeah. How do I? Okay, hold on. I think it was escape. They got out of here. I can't escape anywhere.
You got a backspace to open up the menu and then escape to quit. Super intuitive.
There you go.
Or Alt F4.
All right. Well, very, very cool. And so hopefully people enjoyed my clumsy foray into the game. Yeah, so hopefully you'll all be seeing a lot more of this in the coming weeks and months because, like I said, it would be nice if we can treat this as a fun learning experience. Andrew can sort of stream sometimes showing some of the sort of behind the scenes, how these things are made. It's pretty advanced because there's a lot of really advanced stuff going on in here, but I think the goal would be to, maybe Andrew can start dropping, little basic kind of capsules as well, sort of, so you could actually start watching those. And then basically at some point you might get to the point where you feel like you can then start looking at some of these streams that he's doing where he's talking about some of the more advanced stuff and you might actually know what the hell he's talking about. The matrix will start to reveal itself a little bit, which is kind of the plan. And like all kinds of other things we could do with this. Like I said, it's nice to bring in some guests where the project needs some insights as far as puzzle design. So bring in someone who's known for that and like get them to take a look at it and see what they say, and then we can take some of the stuff, we all learn something, and the project can actually benefit as well, which is cool. It's sort of like not just double dipping, it's like quadruple dipping or something like that.
Yeah,
David and I have this. Go ahead, David.
Something that we mentioned from the start is start to to make it modular enough so anyone that is familiar with Unreal, like Marco, for instance, like Andrew basically showed him, oh, do this, and he started to build his own level directly. So it's not, it's not Mario Maker, but for anyone that knows is we're a little bit in Unreal. So that would be interesting eventually to say,
absolutely.
Hey, go crazy. Create a fun puzzle and we can try it out. And
exactly.
Maybe eventually we even do a challenge like we did the Ultimate Challenge, but with, all right, you have 24 hours.
Absolutely.
Here's mechanic and
exactly. Here's the Lego pieces. Here's some mechanics. Build us a cool level and make it interesting. Like find a cool puzzle. Like just build it. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but if the concept sort of works and resonates, then we can always go back and do a kind of a cleaner job on it. Because like as I spoke to Andrew about this idea of sort of modularizing it to a certain degree that can be done, but it's like quite a big job to sort of to really truly make it like Roblox, where you can just like literally make whatever you want and it's going to just work. So yeah, like David just said, it would require a bunch of knowledge for sure to be able to do it, but it still would be a lot of fun. Okay, well, David, thanks for coming. Andrew, thanks for making me feel super dumb sometimes and super smart other times. I'm all mixed up in my emotions. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I'm just like a dumpster fire on wheels.
Yeah. And let's do round two because there's a pretty cool hub at the end that Marco built. So that's a slightly different experience.
Yeah, sure. We can totally come back and do another round and I can try to get to the end.
Maybe not next week. Maybe the week after.
For absolutely. The idea is, so this stream tonight signifies the first of many kind of non-Q&A streams that we're putting in this time slot. So, but we have a bunch of other ideas that we want to sort of mix in here. So next week, we're going to pull something else out from the hat of ideas. And then the following week will be a Q&A. And then like, we won't get back to this until who knows, maybe 3 or 4 weeks from now. So
before the end of the year, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Well, thank you, David. Thank you, Andrew.
Gentlemen.
Have a wonderful rest of your evening. I'll see you guys around. Cheers. I hope that was interesting. Like I've never done that before. It's sort of weird in a way. Like I know how I kind of have a glimpse of what it must feel like to be someone who just streams a game for the first time, and sort of shows off a game that they don't even know how to play yet. I'm certainly no pro gamer by any stretch. Andrew's not here anymore to reinforce that particular reality, but he'll be the first to admit that I'm not. He will be probably also the first to admit that he knows firsthand because of all the carrying he's done whenever I play with him and his buddies. His brother, by the way, he's got a stepbrother who's like really good at games. Like he's really good at shooters. So we played a lot of Overwatch together, and I've watched him just completely dominate in Valorant. Andrew's not bad. He's actually pretty good. I don't know why I say actually, but he's quite the avid gamer. Certainly a million times better than me. I think he only invites me out every once in a while just so I can like soak up bullets. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And I think I make him feel like it's good for his ego because I'm so terrible compared to him. So, so stay tuned as we announce more of these sort of like off-topic streams just to sort of mix it up and try different formats and different things. Thanks for being experimental sheep for us today. And hopefully you'll come back and do another round with some more new content. By the way, P.S., we're pretty sure we're going to be doing some Anim Bingo down the road. So we'll pop that on you at some point, give you lots of notice. One another quick reminder before I leave that we are still. I don't know. I haven't checked with Veronica. Actually, Veronica, is she here? I know that Tabitha's here. Tabitha, do you know if we have people? Like, are we still waiting for people to reply to our Twitch requests for address so we can send them shirts? Yes, exactly. It's like it's Pavlovian. Immediately, Crabnut starts to shake and get excited with the feeling that he's going to be winning the crown yet again. There's not enough crowns in this world, Crabnuts. By the way, I screwed up. Tabitha. By the way, Tabitha, take a bow. She's the one that made the beautiful designs for the shirts. But there's a second design. There is design number 1, which is just basically, I think if you won once, then you get like, I can't remember exactly what the metric was, but there's a shirt that's pretty much just an Anime Bingo shirt. And then there's a champion, which is if you won more than once. And then there is the special one for Crabnuts because he won like a bazillion times. So he sort of gets a special shirt. But there are some special shirts for those who won multiple times. So I don't know exactly who got those. But so, yes, Tabitha, I'm asking about, so because we sent messages via Twitch to get addresses so we can ship the shirts out. I know Veronica was the one handling that. I thought you might know. I'm just basically curious. Are we still waiting for people to respond so that I can shake the bush right now and make sure people are responding? Anyways, if you're hearing this now and you don't know, if you haven't gone and checked your Twitch, you have log into Twitch, check your inbox and respond to us. I'm shaking the bush. All right. So respond. So we can send you that cool shirt. Hopefully you can get it before our actual next big 24-hour. Well, I shouldn't call it a 24-hour challenge because we don't know what it's going to be yet, but we're going to do another big event in the new year. So that's something's going to be happening. So thank you, Tabitha, for everything that you do and that amazing design. Thank you, chat, for being here tonight. And we'll see you on the next stream. Cheers, everybody.
Hey.